Stable. Says it's on. It's real. I'm not going to say why though. I'll let that simmer. But Speaker's Corner is closed Sunday, so no one go. You're going to have a wasted journey. I got an email from PC Barnes, and the Speaker's Corner is closed on Sunday. No clickbait. It's true. I'm just going to tell you the reason after, because obviously I'll wait till it gets to a certain point, like on the like button. What's up? Don't say Simon Lord why. Don't ruin it for me. Yeah, I'm doing the kind of tension thing, like, building up the tension. Yeah, just this Sunday. Oh, yeah, I thought you might have known. I thought you might know. Don't worry. I'll tell you. I might text you actually. No, you can wait as well. You can wait as well. Everybody can wait. Where's the Fogafaz? Fogafaz. He begs money from RSC. He goes, please RSC, give me more. Please RSC, give me more. Fogafaz. The Fogafaz from the Black Lagoon of Bangladesh. Fogafaz from the Black Lagoon of Bangladesh. Crawling to the UK, saying, please RSC, can I have some more? Please RSC, can I have some more? Fogafaz. He sold out his Muslim brothers. He created a channel called MMA. MMA stands for mixed martial art arguments. All he does is argue all day on Fogafaz's channel. Mixed martial arguments. The news, all that Fogafaz created to cause disunity between his Muslim brothers. 24 hours MMA on Fogafaz. The mixed martial argument channel. Boycott that bullshit channel. He's a Fogafaz from a goddamn Black Lagoon of Bangladesh. No morals, no ethics. I am just doing a few things. Pay him again and we'll sell him out again. We'll pay him again. We will be sold out again. We can pay him as much as we want. Email me. You got my email. He will take money. He'll take anything. He'll take a cucumber. He'll take a goddamn carrot. He'll take anything as long as it's a gift. As long as he can do something with it. You know what he can do with a carrot and a cucumber. He has certain kind of little things he can put it into. You know, like his bundi. Yeah, we won't say what bundi is, but you can understand. So Fogafaz. The creature from the Black Lagoon of Bangladesh. Please, RSC, can I have some more? Please, RSC, can I have some more? Fogafaz. Yeah. Use that. Some more. Yeah, I give permission for Madonia to use this and play it whenever he wants, as much as he wants, and I will not hit him with a strike or anyone wants to play it. You want to remix it? You want to send it to top of the pops? You want to put it on the charts? I don't care. Get it freaking trending. Let's let the world know that the #1 sellout is not the Shears, but Fogafaz. The creature from the Black Swamps of Bangladesh. Hey sir, please RSC, can I have some more? Yeah. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I'm singing it. I'm gonna do my own song for Fogafaz. Let me do my own song. Fogafaz. bugger face. He begs money from RSN. He goes, please RSN, give me more. Please RSN, give me more. Bugger face, bugger face. The bugger face on a black lagoon of Bangladesh. Bugger face on a black lagoon of Bangladesh. Crawling to the UK, say, please RSN, can I have some more? Please RSN, can I have some more? Bugger face, bugger face, bugger face, bugger face. He sold out his Muslim brothers. He created a channel called MMA. MMA stands for mixed martial art arguments. All he does is argue all day on Bugger Face's channel. Pigs, martial arguments, the news, all that Bugger Face created to cause disunity between these Muslim brothers.
I like the original though. I like the original. There's nothing like the original one.
Song for Bugger Face. Let me do my own song. Bugger Face, bugger face, bugger face, bugger face. He begs money from RSN. He goes, please RSN, give me more.
I am actually doing some stuff.
Give me more. Bugger face, bugger face. Bugger face on a black lagoon of Bangladesh. Bugger face on a black lagoon of Bangladesh. Crawling to the UK, say, please RSN, can I have some more? Please RSN, can I have some more? Bugger face, bugger face, bugger face, bugger face. He sold out his Muslim brothers. He created a channel called MMA.
What?
MMA stands for mixed martial art arguments.
No way.
All he does is argue all day on Bugger Face's channel. Pigs, martial arguments, the news, all that Bugger Face created to cause disunity between these Muslim brothers. 24 hours MMA on Bugger Face. The mixed martial argument channel. Boycott that channel. He's a Bugger Face from a goddamn black lagoon of Bangladesh. No morals, no isn't. Brought out by RSN. Right. We can pay him again and we'll sell him out again. We'll pay him again, he will be sold out again. We can pay him as much as we want, even though, he will take money. He'll take anything. He'll take a cucumber. He'll take a goddamn carrot. He'll take anything. As long as it's a gift. As long as he can do something with it. You know what he can do with a carrot and a cucumber. He has certain kind of little things he can put it into. You know, like it's bonded.
Yeah, we want to hear all this screenshots and stuff.
Bugger Face, Bugger Face, Bugger Face, the creature from the black lagoon of Bangladesh. Please, please, RSN, can I have some more? Please, RSN, can I have some more? Bugger Face.
Bugger Face.
Use that. Come on. Yeah, I give permission for Mad Dunya to use this and play it whenever he wants, as much as he wants. And I will not hit him with a strike or anyone wants to play. You want to remix it? You want to send it to top of the pops? You want to put it on the chart? I don't care. Get it freaking trending. Let the world know that the #1 sellout is not the Sears.
All right, so I'm doing it. I wasn't going to do a stream today, but I've been told to try and spread the word that Speaker's Corner is closed on Sunday. Don't go to Speaker's Corner because it's closed, and I'll explain why when it gets to 50 likes. Yeah, because I have the inside information as to why it's closed on Sunday. And if anyone doesn't believe me, try going to Speaker's Corner on Sunday and see how you will be wasting your time. Yeah, there's no Speaker's Corner Sunday. Now, what is it to do with? Oh no, only I know and a handful of people know. Yeah, they're closing the park on Sunday, so you can't actually go in there. Let me just go through a couple of comments. So T saying Gadar, yeah, they're always talking about me. Always, that's what they do. Muhammad Akbar, Akbar. It's Akbar from Star Wars. Remember Akbar? He goes, "It's a trap." That weird fish-looking guy. I can imagine Akbar looking like Sir Fags, Fogger Faz. I bet Akbar looks like Fogger Faz. Morpheus, I hate to hear what's up, teasing, Barry Black, Simon, Entrapped Minds. Yeah. Send me, you don't, yeah. Voodoo Media, Simon, can you ask Tan to stop stalking? Yeah, that's true, Voodoo Media. It's kind of weird. Well, on email, I need to speak about stuff. Okay, yeah, just email me. You know my email address. Ansar al Tawid, Suleiman, one of your bros got a bullet between the head. Sorry for your commiserations. One less little prick off the street. I don't condone violence, but if someone's walking around trying to, kill people, why not? Why not? The police service have to do what they have to do. Al-Bayhat and Rashma Akhtar, the two best Muslims on these chats. No doubt about it. Most polite. And they must be always covering their eyes when they're watching Fogger Faz. Because today on Fogger Faz's channel, all they are doing are arguing. Arguing all day. Arguing. You know that line when I said it? Arguing all day. The next martial arguments channel. MMA. The Fogger Faz created the MMA channel. And that's all they do. All day. I think he's created more disunity between the Muslim Ummah than any war, than any sectarianism, than any dictator, than any George Bush. He has done this. Yeah, his channel is just on the next level of creating division. JK's here. Big up JK. JK was back on the panel yesterday. Big up to for coming back on the panel. Always good to hear from JK. Raindrops here. How you doing, man? The Raindrop is there. The Raindrop. Oh boy, Rick Alter, sing. That's a big ass. Big ass. He said he was gonna come back to Speaker's Corner. If he comes back to Speaker's Corner, you better be sober, because I'm not freaking taking that shit from that drunken fool. Think about big ass, yeah. When he's sober, he's actually a nice guy, yeah. Oh, big up to Manny Cinder. We have the legend in the house himself, the Manny Cinder. Raindrop and the Manny Cinder. The Trinity of Destruction, the Sikh legends in the making. We are the legends. Somebody put you, I don't know, they were commenting about you today in the chat. I can't remember whether it was Go Speaker's Corner, that little prick. You mentioned your name. It's weird that you was on here. All right, so TYO is here. And so TYO, yeah, it was an interesting chat yesterday. I'll quickly go through the TYO stuff because obviously I want to go through the shitty stuff and the worst of the worst first. And with TYO, to all my Sikh Braya, I've uploaded a video of TYO saying that Guru Nanak Dev Ji took the Shahada, yeah, at Kartarpur. So to all you non-Sikhs, obviously you're going to be a bit confused, but Guru Nanak Dev Ji is the founder of Sikhism, and obviously he's got a lot of love within India, including in Pakistan, because of his message of unity and being brothers in humanity and stuff like that. But the one thing about this is that some Muslims claim he's a Muslim and some Hindus claim he's a Hindu, and he was neither. He was critical of both, but he also saw good in both as well. Now, with TYO, yeah, I've always said about TYO, the reason I don't like him is not just because of what he's done against my the slander he's done against my my family, my mother and stuff like that. But the other thing is, I believe he's disingenuous when he's talking about Sikhism. I don't believe he truly means what he's saying. So he'll say the Sikh greeting, Waheguru ka Khalsa, Waheguru ka Fateh, but I don't believe he means any of it. He'll say stuff like Sikhi, I love Sikhi, but when I ask him anything past Guru Nanak Dev Ji, he knows nothing. All he knows is Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and he believes, and he said it now. And the reason why it's important what he said yesterday is because for the last few months, he's been saying to me that Guru Nanak Dev Ji. So let me just go through a couple of the comments before I play the audio. Yeah. So for the last few months, in the back chat, we've been having these long chats on the back chat, and I don't like the guy. I can tell when someone's fake. I just got a knack for it. Yeah. I'm like, all right, I don't believe this guy. I think he's a fake. I don't believe he's a true thingy. Somebody that truly loves Guru Nanak Dev Ji. I'll give the comparison to the way Muslims say they love Jesus Christ. I hear Muslims say they love Jesus Christ. We love Jesus Christ. We love Jesus Christ. So in Leicester Square, there was a Dawa stall saying, we love Jesus Christ, or we believe in Jesus Christ. When I went there and I asked them about Jesus Christ, and I said, did Jesus Christ die on the cross? No. Did Jesus Christ die for the sins of mankind? No. Was Jesus Christ God? No. Yeah. As soon as I said all that, I was like, all right, well, it's not really Jesus Christ. It's your version of Jesus, not the version of Jesus that the Christians believe in. Yeah. It's your own version, a new version. Yeah. And this is what some Muslims are doing about Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Yeah. Look, if you truly respect Guru Nanak Dev Ji, but still say he's a Sikh, cool. If you respect Guru Nanak Dev Ji and say he's a Sikh, cool. But if you say you respect Guru Nanak Dev Ji because he's a Muslim, then I got a problem with you. And I think any Sikh should have a problem with that. Because he was not a Muslim. He never took, the Shahada. Ever. Yeah. And so for this guy to say this lie about Guru Nanak Dev Ji live on a panel just shows you, what just shows you what type of individuals. So I'm going to show you, some of the stuff. Now, last year, he started telling me stuff like to try and get into my good books by trying to manipulate me. Yeah. And obviously, the Raj doesn't get manipulated very easily. You've got to really, 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 really catch me in a bad day to manipulate me. So he keep sending me stuff like this in the back chat, why did you Kasa, why did you Fateh, and all that. And then he'll go, I'm starting my video on the great Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Yeah, he's starting his video on the great Guru Nanak. So he's going to do a video of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Now, have you done a video of Prophet Muhammad yet? Have you done a video of Prophet Muhammad, your prophet first? I wouldn't be doing a video of Prophet Muhammad if I hadn't done one of the gurus, because that's telling me that maybe, just maybe, you may not be Muslim. I'm not saying you are, you're not, but some of your behavior makes me think that you're not a Muslim in the traditional sense. One of the other reasons that I've come to this conclusion, and this is my opinion, not a fact, is that when I first met TYO, it was with, guess who? Afghan Kandak. Now, remember Afghan Kandak? Remember him? Now, before he started attacking me, he did a few things that, that's not Sophia Lewis. Why have you changed your goddamn thingy? That's not Sophia Lewis, you little prick. She's modded. So one of the things was that with this Afghan Kandak, before he started attacking the Sikh gurus and me, he was attacking Prophet Muhammad. He said some of the vilest stuff that I've ever heard anyone say against Prophet Muhammad. I mean, I'm talking about stuff I won't even repeat because of how disrespectful it was. Yeah, I'm talking about real nasty stuff between Aisha and Prophet Muhammad, real descriptive stuff, not just, oh, XYZ. He would go into detail about what was being done. And what I realized is that TYO had no anger towards him. I never really saw TYO was still pally with him, and TYO was still somebody that was still defending Afghan after that. Yeah. And this is when I started thinking to myself, okay, this is a weird combination. A Muslim being cool with a guy called Afghan, who's cussing out his prophet and stuff, and they're good mates, yeah, they're good. They seem like they're good mates. Then he started emailing me in the back chats, yeah, with all of this kind of stuff, yeah. So I'll read it to you. It says, he says he's going to make a video on Good Night DFG. I thought, whatever, man. Like, because by that point, I'd sussed him out. And he goes, I'm going to do the life and times of the greatest Guru to have walked the earth. A man who taught love, compassion, and friendship to mankind. Yeah, and that is true. He's got that right. It's true. If he just left it at that and wasn't trying to manipulate me, maybe I wouldn't have such a problem with him, yeah. I know, and he also knew, yeah, what he said about the Kaaba, because Guru Nanak Dev Ji was critical of the Kaaba and people praying towards the Kaaba. And if you're a Muslim, yeah, you would not be critical about praying towards the Kaaba. So this is one of the main things one of the basic things as to why Guru Nanak Dev Ji was not a Muslim. He was critical of praying towards the Kaaba. Yeah, he says he knows this, so he's still, saying that believes in Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And then he goes, yeah, he was the first and greatest in my eyes. And he was not Muslim, by the way, yeah. This is very important, yeah. Remember this? He says he was not Muslim, by the way. Not Muslim. Stupid thing. Yeah, remember that, because I'm going to play an audio clip in a second where everyone says don't spit on the camera, just try and I don't have to keep on getting it. It keeps on going out of focus, this stupid thing. I'm getting very pissed off with this. Stupid thing. Let me see if I have to get out of the shot. Yeah, that's the only way I can do is to get out the shot. Then he goes, then he started posting, and Raindrop, can you find out something for me? If you can, what are these pictures of people praying or paying respect to something to do with Guru Nanak Dev Ji? I don't even know if it's true, but these are the pictures he sent me about some Muslims paying respect to something to do with Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and I'm not even sure exactly what it is. I'm pretty. It's not in a Gurdwara, from my understanding. And look at this. I've never seen this before. So what exactly is this? He sent that to me. I know the bottom one is the Gurdwara. I can't remember if it's Kartarpur or Nankana Sahib. I can't remember, but you can see here it's got that. Yeah, that's some Sufi thing. Yeah, so I don't know why he was saying that was to do with the Guru. Yeah, so trying to manipulate me again. Now, if you're not, if a Sikh wasn't that clued up, yeah, he might have started believing that these pictures are of Muslims worshipping Guru Nanak Dev Ji, but I'm pretty sure they're Sufi shrines. Yeah. Then he sends me this one, yeah. Which is it? Yeah. And after that, he then says to me, so he goes, 99% of people don't even know I've prayed at Guru Nanak Dev Ji's grave. First of all, there's no grave. Yeah, I don't know what grave you're going to, or whether there is a grave, but wherever you're going, there's no grave. There is a Gurdwara called Kartarpur, yeah, which is in paying respect to Guru Nanak Dev Ji, because he spent the last 18 years of his life there, and that's where he passed away. And there's a Gurdwara there in respect. Yeah, it's not a grave. So whatever grave you're going to worship and you're bowing down to, I don't know where it is or whose it is, but it's not Guru Nanak Dev Ji's. Yeah, so you can see from that he's trying to kind of like manipulate me into believing that TNT Greeks is here. I shouldn't have named it. I wanted TNT Greeks to go speak at Corner Sunday, so he could just be turned away. Could you imagine that? Him going all the way there, and then they say no entry, and then he has to go all the way back. That would have been quite nice. So we're talking about the Kartapal, and now listen to this audio. I'm just going to play the end bit of TYO then changing all his story. Oh, big up to Jupiter, changing all his story and saying that Guru Nanak Dev Ji was actually a Muslim and took the Shahada. Yeah. So listen.
I work with people. Yeah, but that's a different thing that Christians who are Jews. There's a difference thing that, you know, in my everyday, interaction. There's a difference between having friends and literally saying that, you know, their religious figures are some of the greatest ever people. Well, you've said that about Guru Nanak Dev. No, I didn't want to. So what I'm going to do is, and now I'm going to hurt you. I'm having a back chat. I don't want to hurt you. But you know, today I'm going to do the FTK. From TYO, I'm going to do the FTK. In Pakistan, and a lot of other stuff. So what I'll do is I'll give it to reactionary. Reactionary, do you want that information? Do you want that information? For the last 20 years of his life, took his Shahada, and Alhamdulillah, the Muslims in Pakistan believe him to be a Muslim. Alright, so good. In Pakistan, and a lot of other stuff. So what I'll do is I'll give it to reactionary. Reactionary, do you want that information? Do you want that information? For the last 20 years of his life, took his Shahada, and Alhamdulillah, the Muslims in Pakistan believe him to be a Muslim. Alright, so good. In Pakistan, and a lot of other stuff. So what I'll do is I'll give it to reactionary. Reactionary, do you want that information?
Did Guru Nanak, to the Sikhs in the chat, did Guru Nanak Dev Ji ever take the Shahada? Yes, so press yes, just say yes or no. Did Guru Nanak Dev Ji ever take the Shahada? Yes or no? Obviously, so yeah, just I can't remember what. Yeah. No, the Christian said it first. Rob Mega True Talk said it first. Where are the Sikhs in here? Where are the Sikhs saying it? Hurry up! Yeah, you're embarrassing yourselves because the Christians are saying it more quicker than you. Where are the Sikhs? They're still not typing. Oh, good. Manny Cinder saved the day, man. Where's the raindrop and the rest of them? Why are they not type? And Manny, can you leave little old JK alone for a bit, man? He's only returned, and we don't want you kind of like, you know, scaring him off. The big bad Manny Cinder scaring him off. Oh, to Jupiter, big up, man. You're getting some big guests on there on your channel. Subscribe to Jupiter's channel. Although I haven't listened to the actual chat with you and Jada Fransen. I'm going to try and listen it today or tomorrow because the last 2 days I couldn't listen to live stream because I was busy doing other stuff, and so I haven't been able to catch up on that one. But I did look for 2 minutes. I was pretty shocked that you managed to get Jada Fransen. Now I will say that I do not, consider Jada Fransen as someone that I would want to associate with. I don't like her. I don't like her with the movement with Britain First. I thought what they were doing was let me explain something. One, I don't know if she's changed because I need to listen to whether she's actually changed. But to me, when I watch these videos of Britain First going into mosques with 5 mans, and there's a little old the cleric there, a little old man, to me that's unacceptable, because if you ran into my temple and there was just like, you know, a religious guy standing there, the guy that looks like the temple, and you was indirectly intimidating him by doing that, I'm telling you straight now, if something happened to that guy, those guys, I would have no sympathy, because you're physically going into a place of worship, and you could do it in a much more polite way. Yeah. Yeah. I'll have to watch it. So I actually have no understanding of what's happened with Jada Fransen. She went off somewhere. I think Northern Ireland. Or last thing I heard is that she had problems with Britain First and Paul Golding. But I don't know what her politics are anymore. I know she was a hardcore Christian fundamentalist, and she was with Britain First. And Britain First, I find to be very vile in the way they do stuff. Like even recently, I don't want to say too much, but in my in my area, they were here around a couple of years ago because in my area we have one of the biggest Sharia courts in the UK, literally up the road from me. Yeah, literally up the road from me, and they were there and they went into that place. Now that's a little, although I still disagree with that, that's still a little bit different than walking into a mosque. Yeah. Oh, she's still a Christian fundamentalist. Okay, I don't really have a problem with people being Christian fundamentalists, as long as they're not like turned to kind of like a Christian jihadi almost. All right, so Concrete Jungle. I do want to when it gets to 50, I'm going to announce 50 likes. I'm going to announce why Speaker's Corner is shut on Sunday. Let me repeat. Speaker's Corner is closed on Sunday. Yeah, I've been given obviously the email that no one else gets apart from the Raj, from the Popo. Yes, a direct link to the Popo, and they've told me Speaker's Corner's closed on Sunday, and to spread the message, because people start turning up, they're just going to be turned away. The gates will be closed, and you can find out why in a minute. We got 11 more to the big news. What do people think the reason why? I wonder what they think. On Sunday, I am going to do something. Where's Mr. Amaraz? Because I'm going to be helping Mr. Amaraz on Sunday. Yeah. Now, Mr. Amaraz, yeah, I am your protector on Sunday because I actually don't need to go Speaker's Corner. Oh, yeah. Don't tell Rapesh, that big-haired Indian. Let him go there standing outside the gate. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, to any Sikhs, yeah, let me say something to this is to the Sikhs again. I know people are going to say, Raj, you're very Sikh focused today. What I will say to you is shut your mouth and close your ears if you don't want to listen. This is to the Sikhs, yeah, in the chat. Anybody that is cool with a fake Sarah, who also has a fake account of me called Rajinder Singh Tattle, Speaker's Corner Tattle, yeah, I'm going to start really putting fire on you from now on. If I see people being cool with that guy, if you're Sikh, because this guy has been uploading propaganda videos for the last couple of weeks or months against SAS, Sikh Awareness Society, yeah. Sikh UK, okay, they've got a bit of a few issues, so I'm not going to really go too much into that, but he's totally trying to say there's no real grooming issue within the north of England with the Pakistani community towards mainly white girls, but also some Sikh girls and stuff like that, yeah. But they're basically saying it's non-existent with the Sikh girls, yeah. And that's not true because I've seen it in my own family. It can happen, yeah. But the thing that now, I always wondered why this guy had such a vitriol hatred for the SAS and myself and stuff for highlighting grooming. Now, my belief now is that this guy has a hatred for Sikh women, yeah, or sees Sikh women as trash. Yeah, this guy called he goes by the name Sarah Garvey Burrell, the fake one, or the fake account of me called Rajinder Speaker's Corner Tattle. And both of these guys are the same person. Now, he has a real disdain for Sikh women, and I believe he doesn't see them as anything apart from trash. And so you read this comment he wrote and was spamming on Fogger Faz's channel. Yeah. So what he says is this: yeah, we love our NAS TV. We love our NAS TV. Money for nothing and see gyal for free. Now remember, he says money for nothing and see gyal for free. Now, before everyone says maybe he was trying to attack me or whatever, he didn't even know I was watching. I was nowhere to be seen. I just happened to turn onto that channel and I saw the comment. And then I asked him about the comment. He started spamming again. Yeah? So what I want people to start asking this guy, what does he mean that our seat gyal are free? Is he trying to insinuate that there's some kind of prostitutes or something? Are you that what you're trying to say about my mother, my sisters, my niece? Yeah. A guy called the fake Sarah Garvey Burrow, JK. So I want to know, what does he mean by this? Because this guy here is continuously saying that the grooming situation here is not true, especially with the seat girls. He's saying that it's not true. Yeah. Now there are some cases I do concede that might be conflated to be grooming when they're really about religious conversion, which is a different form of issue. Yeah. But that's not the majority. That's a small minority that happens to be that. Now with this one, if I was to say the same thing about Muslim women, imagine the uproar if the message was this by me. If I wrote this message saying, we love our Mani Sinda, we love our Mani Sinda, big up to Mani Sinda, money for nothing and Muslim gyal for free. Just imagine if I'd said that. I didn't say that. This is what he said. Yeah. And he was spamming all over the place on Fogger Faz's channel. Yeah. So just imagine if I said, we love our Manisinda, we love our Manisinda TV, money for nothing and Muslim gyal for free. I would be literally lynched and have my head cracked open. Yeah. 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 So Rashma Akhtar, always the voice of reason. Oh, two more. Yeah. Oh, let's also celebrate our great victory against the Lions Den and Pakistani Specs demise. We don't know how long that channel is going to be under, but right now it looks like we have a pretty good run. It's been nearly going to be a week or so, and so hopefully we can. Oh, Sasrikal, Sunni Sufi Muslim. So hopefully we can let that prolong a bit, and we can have a couple of weeks without that bullshit channel doing this goddamn crazy slander and what's it called? Oh, Station 6 gonna ask for a spanner, man. Oh, it's 50 now. Should I tell you what? Should I tell you what? Do you want to hear why Speaker's Corner is shut on Sunday? You want to hear? Tell me. All right, Concrete Jungle, Sasrikal, man. How you doing? Do you want to hear why Speaker's Corner is closed on Sunday? Now, we all know that there's been like a terrorist attack in London. We know that there was a threat made towards Tan by the same terrorist. There was a threat made around a year and a half ago. We know that in Speaker's Corner, there's been a lot of tension about the Quran and all other stuff and stuff like this. And the police are concerned about the public order, public order. What is it called? There being a public order problem, yeah. And so there's a lot of issues going on at Speaker's Corner. Now the thing is, yeah, I don't want to kind of like, I don't want to kind of like scare people, but it's the weather. Yeah, it's the weather. The weather has closed Speaker's Corner. It's one of those things that the wind is gonna harm us, so we can't go to Speaker's Corner now. Yeah. So what's happening is there's a weather warning for wind. I don't know if anyone's ever watched that movie, which is what is it called? The Happening. Yeah, one of my favorite comedies. Yeah, it's supposed to be a very serious movie. It's supposed to be a scary movie by M. Shamalama, but it's one of my favorite comedies. Yeah, if anyone wants a good laugh, yeah, and it's supposed to be, when you watch a film that's so bad it's hilarious. The Happening is that. The reason I mentioned The Happening is because The Happening, the horror, the creature was the wind. The wind was the bad guy. So all you'd see is the wind. So same thing on Sunday. Did it? No, it wasn't that Red Rose. It was the wind. The wind. Red Rose. It was the wind. Now, to go Speaker's Corner, yes. Here you go, you little bitch. Yeah. So I know it's a bit of a letdown. Everyone's going to think, oh no, Rod, you made us take the 51. You made us make the 51 lights. But that's how, I have to get the message out. Yeah. There's no point me, because I want people to understand, don't go on Sunday. Rashma, don't go Sunday. It's the wind. You don't want to be flying in the sky like a kite. Could you imagine, yeah, if Beloving or, Mohib, yeah, that little lunatic. Imagine him or Abu Talha going to the park and being blown about. I do want to show something. Now, there's a guy called Mohib, yeah. Oh my God. The wind, Anstalionio. The reason the park is closed because of wind. They're scared that the trees are gonna, the trees are gonna fall down on our heads. So they're closed. Yeah. Now, I'm gonna say something that there's a guy called Mohib, yeah. And I don't know what to do about this guy, yeah, because on the one hand, I think he's probably the biggest prick I've ever met. Yeah, you might go in the sky, Rashma. We might see you flying about, Hiya, Rashma. Hiya. Could you imagine? You look out your window and Rashma's like, Wee! Yeah, but there is one thing, yeah. There is one person that I have to say, yeah, that I don't know what to say about this person now because it's so odd. Yeah, it is so odd. Now, to the Bengali community, yeah, I have to advise you that within your community, there is somebody that is doing stuff that I think actually might be kind of affecting the reputation of Bengalis, yeah, worldwide. Have a look, yeah, at Beloving's channel, yeah. He put a video up. Look. So this is Mohib, yeah, from Speaker's Corner. He put this video up called Rubber Dub Dub, yeah, and I can't play it because I don't want to get a strike. But it's him in the bath. Hiya, it's me, Mohib. Yeah, it's me, the #1 rapper from Speaker's Corner. Hiya, guys. I'm in the bath right now. I thought I'd just say hi so you can see my hairy armpits. Yeah, look at me. Look how cute I am. Yeah, obviously. Look at this. Look at this, man. To the Bengalis out there, look. This is the kind of thing that has been that has the Bengali community has been reduced to. It's insane. I'm going to show you something because I can't have this live stream being too long. Now, I do want to show you something about the tan situation. Now, I said last week that there's a guy who last week done the terrorist attack. Thankfully, nobody died. And one of the things that was said within the one of the things that was reported 2 years ago when he was put into jail for another offense was that he was putting stuff in a back chat of a Telegram, and he was talking about somebody from Speaker's Corner who. So this is in 2018, and if you read the article. Yeah, so he says the blogger believed the same person had posted a YouTube link to a pro-gay rights speaker at Speaker's Corner in Hyde Park, the court heard. Now, I first thought, like I said, I went through a few names in my head. I thought it might be Steve, it might be Simon. And then I come to the conclusion there could only be one person, which was Tan. Now, this has been confirmed. Big up to Simon, because we've actually got the Telegram, the post by the terrorist posting up videos of Tan. That's not the real Rashma. This is not the real Sophia Lewis. So let's hide that idiot. So you can see here, yeah, this is concrete proof now that it was Tan. That's not a real Sophia. That's fake. Yeah, you can see here. And what he was saying was, hold on. First I like Tan's video, yeah, and then he goes, he will be here. He will be there this Sunday at the park here. Yeah, and then he says, guys. So anyone saying this was not a real threat, the guy says, the guy that done the terrorist attack last week said the guys in the UK, yeah, this should be a target, yeah. So whether he said that or someone else, yeah, he said, yeah, guys in the UK, this should be your target. So the guy that done the terrorist attack at Streatham, one of his original targets could have been Tan. Yeah. Oh my God. What I'm doing is to get the camera back in focus. Big up to Emmanuel Paul. So to anybody saying that Tan's life was not in danger, yeah, and I was probably conflating things, is concrete now. The guy was posting up links about Tan, and as much as you might hate Tan or you might think Tan it was a vile individual, he didn't deserve to be killed. Yeah, I mean, if people say he did, then you're a savage. And the other thing is, I will say something. Yeah, the weather has really saved some people on Sunday from a few questions. Because on Sunday, I was ready to go back because I've been ill for the last couple of weeks, and I was going to have a good, let's say, a bit of a chat again with Adnan Rashid. Yeah. Why would I say this? Why do I? Well, no, Tan isn't dead, Emmanuel Paul. The guy that done the Streatham attack, who tried to kill people at Streatham, one of his targets in 2018 when he went prison was Tan. Yeah, that was one of his original targets. He wanted, yeah, I know you wanted to go. Don't worry, stay back. So on Sunday, I was going to have a few questions to Adnan Rashid again, because Sheikh Faisal, who is somebody that he was supporting in 2003, and he denies it's him on the recording, even though we know it's him, is now linked to another terrorist. This individual that done the attack last week is linked to Sheikh Faisal as well. The guy that done the London Bridge a couple of weeks ago was linked to Sheikh Faisal as well. Muhammad Haddad, who is advocacy, he's linked to Sheikh Faisal through his videos. You then have, what's it called? Adnan Rashid, who was also linked to Sheikh Faisal a couple of years ago. Big up to Queen Lady Divine. Big up Queen Lady Divines in the house. Big up, big up, big up. The Horses channel is still down. What's his name? Who said it? Random videos. Yeah, I've got my site. Let me put it in there. At the moment, let me just say something about my artwork here, because somebody's asking about my artwork, and obviously I've got to talk about my artwork if someone says it. Now, I am doing my drawing. 1984 is here, and it's much bigger now. And obviously, it's very rough. Very rough. There's hardly no detail on it. I am planning, if anyone wants to buy the original, I'm going to end up selling this one. Because the original, obviously, I damaged it here, and I'm gonna have to redraw it in. So I decided to just redo the drawing larger with more detail. Yeah. So with this one, this is about the YouTube one. YouTube is a fascist state. Obviously, YouTube, Facebook, Google, and Twitter. And yeah, I'm gonna redraw this bit in, but this was the original, and I thought, why not destroy it? So I'm willing to sell some of these older drawings, because I'm gonna be honest with you, when it comes to my artwork, only 5 drawings are good enough now. So all the thousands of drawings I've done in the past are pretty much null and void, which is not, what can I do? The only 4 drawings that are good enough is gonna be this one, that one, the space one, that one, and there's one other one over there, which is about where the kids are being burnt in an oven. So that's like 5 drawings. Yeah, what can I say? What do you mean you want to sell trash? No, I'm saying that my artwork has gone in a different direction now. So a lot of my artwork in the past, although still great, like in terms of technique, it's not my type of artwork now. It's not something that I'm going to exhibit, or I'm going to be doing what's called kind of, because I'm trying to go mainstream now, and I want to what, blah blah, you little prick, shut your mouth, little gunjer, shut up. I mean, this is one of the things. All right, let me explain something here. He's actually pointing something out here. He's saying your marketing is that 90%, 95% of your stuff is trash. Now, obviously, it's not trash. Like, this is not trash. It's still technically a great drawing. These are technically great drawings, yeah? A lot of these are technically great drawings. But what I'm trying to say is that they're not good enough for what I want to do. They're good. Some of them are amazing. But I'm going in a different direction in terms of my artwork. And that means I have to be very, very, very strict on what I believe. What I believe are actually good enough to be in a gallery. So for what people need to understand now is that I'm not gonna settle for great. I'm not settling for amazing. I'm settling only for incredible. Unless the drawing is incredible, it's not making the cut. And I've only got 5 drawings that I would say have a good message, great technique, and make that cut. Yeah. So what can I say when it comes to the artwork? One of our biggest problems, though, which is kind of like something that I have to agree with, I'm terrible at marketing. This is my biggest problem, yeah, and I think this is something that I need to work on. So like today, I was like, it's all trash. But to me, in my own head now, they're not good enough. Yeah, they're not good enough for me. Yeah, doesn't mean they're not great artworks. They're just not good enough for me. Yeah, I don't need them in the sense that I don't think they're the message I want to put forwards now. I will say something though. If anyone knows about the art field, my biggest issue is actually networking. And as you can see, the Raj isn't the most polite person. And unfortunately, in the art world, they're pompous pricks. Yeah. And I don't care if someone hears this. You are. I was exhibiting, yeah. The reason why I haven't really made it mainstream is because I cannot stand artists. I can't stand the art scene. I've tried to exhibit like 2 years ago, 3 years ago in mainstream art arena, and I can't stand the people. Now, that's something I've got to work on, yeah, because I'm just being honest with you. A lot of the people within the art field, yeah, the mainstream art field, tend to be very left, very pompous, and up their own ass. And I just can't take that shit, yeah. I can deal with it for like an hour, but if I have to stay with, because what the problem is when you exhibit, you've got to, in a group. So I'll give you an example. You exhibit in a group, in the beginning, and when you're exhibiting that group, you've got to network with people, and then what you do is that when you do that, you have to suck up to people. Oh, thank you. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah, I really. And I'm not that type of person, man. Just come in, look at the artwork, then go. If you like it, ask me a question. I don't want to chit chat. I don't want to know how your day is. I don't want to know whether you're happy. I don't care. All I want to know is about the artwork. And then the problem with the art field is they want to chit chat as well. How are you doing? What have you been up to today? Oh, Rod, you know, what did you do? How did you get to this point? What is your drawing? And it's just too much headache for me, man. Too much headache. So I'm having problems. I have to admit, networking is my biggest weakness. Unfortunately, to make it as an artist, one of the most important things is to be able to network. Because no matter how good your art is, if you cannot build bridges with other artists, with dealers and stuff like that, you're going to have problems. Yeah, and this is where I faced my issues. Like I haven't been able to, whenever I've exhibited, I've had problems. Yeah, I've got an Instagram account. I've got everything. That's not the point. What you have to do here, in order to make it in the art world, the wider art world, you've got to exhibit, yeah, with other groups in group shows. Also, what you have to do is be able to network. And if you know the way I talk, yeah, I'm not a great networker. I'm not good at networking. Like I can talk, but I'm not a good chit chatter. Like, you know, like, oh, how are you doing? How's your day? Right. I just want to go to the point. So yeah, I'm having issues in that. I don't know whether I can learn that. That's the problem. I've tried, but I just can't learn the basic kind of what I call the niceties of the art world. It doesn't help that most of the artists, and this is to the artists, yeah, are very up their own arse, yeah, and it's very difficult to talk to people like that when I don't agree with them on politics. A lot of them are very left, and obviously I'm more on the right. On top of that, they're up their own arse. I'm up my own arse in a different way, but when it comes to my artwork, I don't think I am that much. I'm quite critical. When it comes to other stuff as well, I just don't like. I just don't like them. What can I say? I'm sorry. I have to be truthful with you. I have to. I just don't like the art world. I love art. I love looking at art. When I see amazing art, man, it's incredible. But I just don't like the people behind a lot of the art. I haven't met anyone that I really liked. I did actually join a group once. So just to give you an understanding, a couple of years ago, I joined a group of artists who exhibit. And let me just say something. I was never invited back. I was never invited back. They invited me once, and I was never invited again. I was always thinking to myself, why did I not get invited back? And then looking back, I kind of know now because I didn't network. So I'll give an example. We did an exhibition together as a group. They all went, and at the end of the day, they all went to a pub. and they said to me, Raj, do you want to come to the pub? I said, no, I'm going home. I just went. Never. I didn't speak to them afterwards. I just went home. And that kind of thing, if you don't build up a relationship with other artists on a personal level, is going to make life a little bit difficult for you. That's the problem. So yeah. Like I said, I will be selling some of my other older artwork that I don't need. I don't know when, because I'm going to try and get rid of a lot of the stuff. Anyway, that's my little rant over about the art field. I know a lot of people don't know much about it, but it is a bit of a headache. Artists do have a weird, they have a way of doing your head in, man. I can tell you that straight now. Oh yeah, so on Sunday, before I go, because I can't have this going too long, on Sunday, I'm going to be defending Amaraz. So let me see who. Can someone tell Amaraz to come over? Is Asif there actually? Is Asif still there? Okay, Asif is still there. Yeah. So Asif, tell me if you're still in the house, Asif. Is Asif still there? Our little Gujarati roadman. Where's the Gujarati roadman? Is he still there? Say yes or no. Okay, so I was trying to look over the last couple of months. Yeah, I've seen some photos of the Molid cake. Yeah, there was one photo I cannot find yet. I've been looking and looking of around 100 people around a massive cake, and they're eating it for Molid. I can't find it. But I found some other ones that are not as crazy as that one, but still pretty crazy. So here's one. Look at the size of that cake. It's dude, this is the cake here. Yeah. So the thing is, I get it. It's like so excessive. Like it kind of goes against like when we did the cake in the Gurdwara, yeah, although I found it a bit strange, it wasn't that big, the cake. So in Birmingham, they did a cake. I was like, all right, it's a little bit strange, but it wasn't that big, yeah. Now that cake is huge, yeah, but there's another one like that. If anyone can find it, where they were actually eating it. Now here's another one, yeah. So you might think, yeah, have a look at another view of it. Look. Yeah. Then there's this one, yeah. Look, so it's not just a one-off. Yeah, here's another one. Here's another one. Look how big this cake is. Look at the size of this one. Hold on. It's like a bridge. Hold on. So it's like a bridge here going across the Atlantic Ocean. Look how long it is. And that's not even the whole of it. Look at this one. Hold on. It's the size of your house. Now, this is another one here that is kind of important because the cake is huge and they're actually, now this is a little bit more kind of thingy because they're praying at the cake. Look. What are they doing? Are they praying? Are they praying or are they just paying respect? Are those people of Tawhid? That's thingy. So yeah, I mean, I wasn't making it up when I see it. So when he gets angry, he's making it as if I'm just like pulling out a thick ear. Like I'm not. Look at this one. Look at this. Look at this one. Look. And look at the pictures in the background. Look. Now, how are they gonna? What I don't understand, yeah, is the cake's here. How are they gonna get to the end bit? Do you have to tread over the cake? It doesn't make sense. Like, or do you have to eat it inwards until they get to that bit? So eat from the front, just giving eating inwards, inward, inward until they get to the end. Like, so this is not me photoshopping stuff or showing stuff like that. This is actually what is going on. So I'm sick and tired of Amaraz thinking I'm taking a piss and saying, Raj, you're taking the piss. But that is what is on the net with the cake, yeah? You cannot tell me that that looks normal to you, yeah? You can't say that looks normal. Look. Look how hungry they look. Oh, the cake. Look how hungry they look. I don't want to make too much fun, though, because Amraz gets angry. But look. That little boy, he's starving. I'll big up to Suzel. So on Sunday, although I'm going to defend Amaraz's right, Suzel, Speaker's Corner is closed on Sunday because of wind. Yeah, of wind. So to anyone thinking they're going to come over to Speaker's Corner on Sunday, it's closed. The wind has got the better of the UK. Let me just see who's in the chat because I need to go in a minute. Then join Punisher organization. No, yeah, I know. So I have to figure out a way to do my artwork without interacting with people. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Like, I don't like interacting with groups of artists. It's very annoying. Raindrops, Brod, the next Vincent van Gogh as El Staliano. So he's trying to say here that one, I'm mad, I'm going to cut my ear off and then blow my brains out, and then I'll be a millionaire afterwards. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll give my earnings to you. Raj, you just need to anticipate the question. No, real, yeah, I get what you're saying, real things. Yeah, thank you for the thing. He says, Raj, you just need to anticipate the questions. Yeah, I make up the answers. Yeah, I do get you, but the problem with what you don't understand about exhibitions is that right, so just back to the art thing. With exhibitions, this is how it works, yeah. The easiest way to do an exhibition is a group exhibition because it lowers the cost. You have to also stay there for a long time. So say if the exhibition is open from like 9 to 6, you're gonna have to stay there. Now the problem with this is, yeah, I can wing it for say a day. You understand? I can put a false front up temporarily for a day. The problem is a lot of these exhibitions last for 2 or 3 days. And that's when I start. The first day I'm very good, well behaved, but by day 2 and 3, the Rajinator comes out and I'm just freaking well telling everyone everything. And so I've got to figure out a way not to get myself into the shit when I go there, because I can say stuff that might piss people off. So I don't know how to freaking have to like start figuring out techniques and how to deal with this. Oh, Ultra Funky's here. Ultra Funky, I would say yesterday, I'm sorry, Ultra, but your great leader, Rob, I think I might have beaten him yesterday. Yeah. I'm going to put it on my channel. I think, yeah, the Raj might have given him more than he could buy, more, what is it? Basically, he couldn't, let's just say he had a bit more trouble. Yeah, it's called self-editing, Raj. I might take Simon with me. Simon, why don't you just be my mate that comes down to the exhibitions and you just kind of like distract everybody so I don't need to talk to anyone? Or you could be like my PR agent and just say, this artist is somebody that doesn't like to talk, but he just wants you to look. And you've got that demeanor. Yeah? Or Steve could do it, because both of you come across as like pompous pricks. I can imagine Steve doing that. Like, this artist here doesn't like to talk. He just sits there and that's it. This is why I like it exhibiting at Seek events. Yeah, let me explain why I enjoy exhibiting at Seek events. Yeah, there's a couple of reasons why it's not the same as a mainstream event. Firstly, when it comes to my Seek artwork, if you're Seek, it's kind of self-explanatory. Thirdly, I don't really have to talk to people. Normally what I do when I go to a Seek event, I'll sit there in a corner and I'll just let people go around and look at the artwork. And if they ask me a question, then I'll answer. But most people, because they know about Sikh history, they can just look at our artwork and go, okay, I know what this is. I know what it's about. And then they just move off. And you can't do that when it comes to like the mainstream stuff like this, because they start freaking giving you a bloody earful about trying to explain the message of the bloody drawing. So yeah. So I need to shoot now. But like I said, on Sunday, anybody that's planning to go, can I send this information? I'm going to send it in the back chat to Fogger Faz. Can you show Fogger Faz these things here and ask Mr. Amaraz? Yeah, email me, T-Sing. You got my email address. Oh, yeah, sorry, Steve. Sorry, it's the Stevenator's here. The #1 leader, but he is a pompous prick sometimes, no doubt about it. But that's what we love about him, isn't it? You know, this is the thing. He's not your boring everyday Joe Blog. He's very, very patronizing and condescending. It's kind of like Manny Cinder as well. Actually, Manny Cinder's a good thingy, but he's not white. So sorry, Manny. I need a white person to be my like agent and just keep people away from me. Oh, he doesn't want to talk. Raw speak. What do you mean? He wants to speak. Is there Sunni Sufi Muslim? I'm not saying. Let me explain my stance on the Mawlid cake. Let me make it very clear. I don't care if you want to eat cake. I don't care if you want to celebrate Prophet Muhammad's birthday. I don't care even if you want to dance, really, personally. But to say, from my understanding, the amount of information I've been given by lots of different people is clear cut that from a Sunni perspective, it's not part of your religion. It's like culture infiltrating religion. It happens to all religions. So Christians have culture infiltrating their religion. Sikhs have culture in some ways infiltrating their religion with the caste and stuff. And the same with the Mawlid. It's very clear cut to me when I've seen from the Sunni perspective, it's a cultural practice which has now got into the religion, yeah, in certain parts of the world. So what I'm doing is I'm not defending Mawlid. I'm going to defend Amaraz's right to do the Mawlid. You get me? Because I believe he still has a right to practice his version of Islam. And he's been, basically, he is somebody, the analogy that I'll give you, really? Is dancing okay, Sunni Sufi Muslim? Where's the proof of that, though? Is it? In a mosque? I'm not saying dancing is not okay, but in a mosque, I can't believe it's okay to dance in a mosque, because if a Sikh started dancing in a gurdwara, I'll be like, let's just say, dancing is not like, you know, something we would accept. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, I need to learn more then, because obviously the version they're giving is that dancing is totally forbidden. But you can't dance in a mosque though. It's Sunni Sufi Muslim. You can't dance in a mosque now. So we're on. So what I'm going to do here is I'm defending Amaraz's right to practice Mawlid without everybody saying he's not a Muslim stuff. The way Amaraz is, he's like a fighter that has gone into the ring 100 times and has been beaten senseless 100 times, but still went back in the ring saying he's won. This is, at some point, if you saw that, like imagine a little fighter going in there fighting, keeps getting beaten up, and then every time he comes back and he wants to fight more, and then he keeps saying he's winning. There's some kind of endearing feature about that. Like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. So I'm like, oh, it's an endearing feature. Okay, you're fighting your cause, even though you know you've been battered and bruised. Yeah. Yeah, so the cake stuff, I'm going to send it over to Fogger Faz if he can then put it onto his channel. Yeah. And Nish Kumari, shut your mouth, you little prick. You're gone. You're gone. So anyway, I need to shut the thing. Oh yeah. The one last thing here is that to gain. Yeah, you said yesterday that you think that the creature from the Black Lagoon of Bangladesh is a racist comment. So let me explain what the creature from the Black Lagoon of Bangladesh means. Yeah, I know what pub they're talking about. So there's a movie, yeah, from the 50s, yeah, called The Creature. The Creature from the Black Lagoon. Here, this is the movie poster. Yeah. And so when I was young, I watched this movie, and for some reason, The Creature from the Black Lagoon stuck in my brain, yeah. And I don't know why, but it's just one of those movies that stuck in my brain. Now, for some reason, when I was singing the song, and when I'm singing my songs, yeah, I don't think too much. I just do, because I'm a genius like that. I'm a lyrical genius. So I was freestyling, and for some reason, I thought that the lagoons were in Bangladesh as well, because I'm pretty sure there's lagoons in Bangladesh. So I went Fogafaz, 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 the creature from the Black Lagoon of Bangladesh. And because I was assuming that because the lagoons, like there's a lot of water in Bangladesh, there might be lagoons there. I'm not sure if there are though. So the film that come was that. So this is the Fogafaz version though. So there is no racial element to the Fogger fasting. And this is the movie, a clip from it. Look. This is what I think Fogger Faz actually looks like. Whenever I visit, please Arasid, can I have some more? Please Arasid, can I have some more? Fogger Faz, Fogger Faz, Fogger Faz, the creature from the Black Lagoon of Bangladesh. So for some reason, I've always thought he looked like that. Yeah. So it's not like I said, it's nothing racist. It's just the movie that was stuck in my brain, and so you know, like I said, if something comes to my brain once I'm singing it, so I told that Fogger fast. So I think Gain was saying it was racist yesterday. This guy called Gain. and obviously, in my opinion, it's not. There's another freaking. Oh, here's a better poster actually. Oh no. Let me say something. Yeah. You could never have, because a Sikh guy called T Singh is saying, imagine Bidar dance, Babbe dancing in the Gurdwara to Kirtan could never happen. Like you could not, like if I went to a Sikh temple and people were doing the dancing and stuff to music, to Kirtan or religious hymns, like that's not gonna happen, man. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen, man. I'm telling you, there'll be people making sure that they stop doing that kind of stuff. Like when you're doing religious hymns and stuff, like what we call hymns and stuff, dancing isn't the best thing to do. You need to be sitting down and kind of meditating and stuff. So anyway, I'm just gonna go through a couple of comments and then I need to shoot. Oh, let me just say one more thing. Today, Abu Qasim was supposed to be sentenced. You know, the guy that was one of the camera guys at Speaker's Corner. But from my understanding, I think Steve said that it's been postponed until next week, Wednesday. So that'll be interesting to see what sentence he gets. And like I said, there have to be some questions answered because, again, oh, bloody Bobby G, what's your favorite biscuit? I'm curious. Oh my God, man. Hobnobs. That everyone's going to say, Raj, you love hobnobs. Hobnobs. McVitie's hobnobs. Now what? Now you know what's going to happen. Everyone's going to say Raj loves hobnobbing. Yeah, but that's one of my favorite biscuits, hobnobs. Yeah, try them. Yeah. So yeah, on next week, there should be the conviction, and we will be asking the Sousa later. We need to ask Adnan Rashid again. Why is he denying that he had any association with Sheikh Faisal? Because Sheikh Faisal is now connected to not only Abu Qasim, not only the terrorist that did the attack on Streatham, but also the terrorist that did the attack on London Bridge. Yeah. So we need to know why he's denying having any association with that guy, because we know he did support him at one point. Everybody, yeah, I know that's gonna be good for clipping. Oh no, Raj loves hobnobbing. God, oh my God. Right, I need to shoot. Let me just read a couple of comments and I'll be off. So Ryan down 750. Is it 50, 70 mile per hour winds? Wow, all right, fair enough. Rap battle I made surprise. Well, did you see the Muslim rap battle now? I live you now, a son of Christ. I will go speakers called and got a few words for that. No, but I'll say that. Untriggerable, yeah, that's little ultra. Raz the cake, yeah, from thingy YouTube man, something like. I need to pompous pricks, yes. Yeah, well, all right. So dancing is okay. We're not saying dancing. Let me clarify something. I'm not saying dancing is not okay. I think dancing has its place, and it's actually a good thing in certain, because Sikhs obviously have no issue with dancing. We come from the Punjab, and the Bhangra dancing is from the Punjab. Yeah, but with what I'm saying, like dancing in a mosque or a religious place, just seems a bit weird. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I don't know. That's what they're saying. They're closing Speaker's Corner on Sunday because they're saying the winds are going to be very, very high. Anyway, I'm going to shoot anyway. Big up to everybody. Hopefully, I think for the first time, I'll tell you to tune into Fogger Faz's to listen to the greatest ever MMA fight, the Mixed Martial Arguments channel fight, or debate between Mr. Amaraz and Fogger Faz about the Molid cake. And I will be supporting Amaranth, not in the argument that he is saying that Maulid is Islamic. I'm going to say he's wrong on that, but I am going to support his right to do it. Yes. Is there a Sikh Sabbath day? No, not really. Not that I know of. Every day is pretty much important. Yeah. We need to defend him, Rashma. Anyway, I'll be off anyway. Take care.